Bad news, I'm pretty disappointed to be honest. Once again, politics is hurting bodybuilding. As you know, this weekend is the Empro 2026, a competition held every year in Spain, and in my opinion the favorite to win the open category was Tabani, an Iranian bodybuilder. Unfortunately, you already know what happens with people from that country, and also from other countries like Russia. He wasn't granted a visa, so he can't travel, he can't enter Spain. He was granted a visa for the United States this past year, and was able to compete in the Olympia after many years of being denied and being prevented from competing in the Olympia, despite winning pro shows. He solved the problem and entered the United States, but now he can't get into Spain. And just a few days before the competition, with the overwhelming physical condition he's in, he ends up not being able to compete. His best version, big, defined, balanced, symmetrical, complete. For me, this gentleman would have taken the win. They don't let certain people into Spain, not even as tourists or as competing athletes, but then, well, you can finish the sentence in your head because I'm not going to talk about this on my channel. Honestly, I'm ashamed of my country's administration and this whole situation. Luckily, he got the visa to enter Italy and he's going to compete on June 28th, if I'm not mistaken. At the Flex weekend in about a week, he'll at least use his preparation so it won't be wasted, and hopefully he'll earn his Olympia ticket. It's a shame how some competitors can't travel, can't compete. Do you remember in the past what happened with Madelman, who's also going to compete in this Empro? The same thing happened with Goodvito until he became Brazilian. Paddy also had problems many years ago. On that topic, Sergey Danilov, a Russian, was granted a visa after some difficulty and can now travel to the Olympia in the United States. If Sergey tried to come to Spain, I'm sure they'd stop him. As I said in my prediction video, I believe he would have won the open category. If he were allowed to compete more, he would win more competitions. Fortunately, they're now letting him go to the Olympia. I think that such a complete bodybuilder who has good balance, good shape and structure, who has almost no weak points, with good muscle mass and definition, who is such a well-balanced package, should be much more rewarded. Well, it's a shame taking Vero Tabani out of the equation. Who could win? Well, Sasan or William Bonac, and I think it will be William Bonac, because he already beat Sasan recently. And our man Sasan is already extremely worn out, he's malnourished, poor guy, please stop competing, Sasan. I'm going to start a petition for him to stop competing and rest. They asked him why he won't stop competing. And he said that he's a professional competitor, so come on, his job is to go out there and compete, fight, meet the fans, promote the IFBB, the sport, his sponsors and so on, and his name. That's why he competes nearly year-round. That's why I say, Diego, this man is the best competitor. He hasn't posted updates lately, but William Bonac has. We have this photo from the back and he looks really dense, quite full and defined. It has also been confirmed that Mauro will participate in the Empro in the men's physique category. I didn't mention anything about that the other day in my prediction video. I didn't talk about men's. And I wanted to show you how he looks, at 97.8 kilos this shredded. This guy already won Empro before, took the title, and could win again this year. The men's category is very unpredictable. They have fewer poses, they're only judged from the front and the back. The legs aren't valued much either. And here, anyone can come in first or fifth or even 10th. That's something we've been seeing for months and years in this category. I really hope he wins. Angel Calderon hasn't posted anything new for about 5 days. And Madelman posted these poses 3 days ago, which I don't know if they're recent, but he looks not just full but beyond that. He's at 3D, not 4D. I hope he appears on stage like that and has no issues with the weight. Our Spaniard in Classic Ferrán, who has already won one competition and is going for the second, has posted this update. You can see his leg looks pretty dry and cut. And he has also posted this posing 3 days before the Empro with terrible lighting. He doesn't look that big to me, maybe because he's depleted and needs to carb up. This competition will be tough for him. I hope he wins. Let's move on to Camilo. He posted this story saying that 300 grams less and we're within the weight limit. He's going to have to weigh 92.5. He also posted this front pose where I thought I saw some gynecomastia and it worried me. I hope this won't hurt him too much at the Empro. And his last update was 5 days ago, and also the back pose from a week ago, where he does look pretty shredded, but I still see him looking flat and smaller than when he competed at the Coliseum weighing more. It's a shame he has to sacrifice so much just to make weight. This will likely be the last video before the Empro. Stay tuned, I'll bring any updates with edits and commentary. Yesterday I uploaded an interesting video about what good genetics in bodybuilding really means. Check it out, that's it, be quick, see you next time, thanks.